All right, I'm going to try to burn through this one real quick because this is just a supplement video to the other one I did for the server. Basically, I'm just going to show off right here so that I can come into screen sharing, and I got a couple different ways to get there, either through the application or through the actual server folder up there. I can hit screen share, and I saved it down in the dock. I'm going to log in, connect. I'm going to use high performance, button display is connected, and just like that, we are using our primary monitor to log into our server. So we're just going to log in here real quick. We are going to open a Safari window, and we're going to go to the official Docker website. I'm just going to search for it in Google. There it is right there. Go figure, it's the top one. We're going to click on that. And we are going to go over to download Docker Desktop. You got some different operating system options right there. We're obviously going to click the iOS option, and we're going to download it. And we're just going to drag the Docker app over into the application folder. Now we're just going to let it do its thing, and as soon as it's done, we're going to come down into apps, and it'll be on top. We're going to open it up. We're going to go ahead and click OK, continue, allow, all that fun stuff that we really don't have a choice on because we want this app. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and use recommended settings, put in my user password, and it's going to ask about updating the software, and I'm going to click install. Now, I got kind of a little messed up right here because once it installed the software, as you'll see here in a second, the window right there, it never went away. So I messed around with it for a little while, and eventually I kind of just ended up putting the window over the top of it so I could finish signing up for Docker, and then I restarted the computer, and everything's been working fine. So I'm going to shut the camera off for a second, finish signing up. It's just basic information, and we're going to come back and sign into the Docker app after we create our account. And once we sign into the Docker app, feel free to click on things, go ahead and look around. But in my next video, I'm going to show you guys how to install a DNS ad blocker and put our first container into Docker. So we're going to click allow. It's going to log in. This is basically the screen that you want to be at once it gets there. And at this point, you can see that my little install window still hadn't went away. So about this time is when I think I restarted the computer. So because I am installing this on a standalone server, I'll point out Docker didn't restart right away. So I came down here to settings and realized that there's an option for start Docker. When you sign into the computer, I'm going to turn that on. Hopefully that'll get everything up and running if I do have my computer go down for some reason. Okay, so we are going to go down to the terminal, and we're just going to check and make sure everything's working. We're going to type in the word Docker, click enter, and as long as we get an output, Docker's up and running. Now at this point, just for fun, we're going to type in docker space run space hello world. This is going to deploy our first Docker container. It's kind of a little test container that people like to use. It's going to pull from the library, tell you all the cool little things it did. And at this point, we can move forward to actually doing a project because we know everything's working the way it should be. All right, so that's going to wrap this one up. Be sure to check out the next video. That one is a really good video for anybody who's just about to deploy their first Docker container, but maybe like me, really didn't get it. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one.